me. I don't care what they say. Checking me out hard. See, they don't know where your eyes are at whenever you wear shades. I love that. Yeah, lady, pay attention to the road. What's going on? Grand Rising, good evening, or great night to whoever, whatever time zone you're in, to whoever's watching. Salute to the tribe. Listen, let's go ahead and clear the air and start it off right. There's a difference between a Chad and Tyrone and him, okay? We have to go ahead and have these different, not conflate the two, and make sure that we separate these two designators, because what's happening is there's a whole group of leftover women and dorky males that can't stand attractive men that move through life in a way that obviously shows that they're a good person and they're blessed by God. You guys smash that like button. So we can let them bash Chad and Tyrone all they want to, but what they can't do is bash the term him. So to try to bash the term him, you're gonna come across like a hater. And if you content creators start bashing the term him, we know who you're going after, okay? So go ahead and look as crazy as you want to and think that it sounds nice. But you know, listen, man, a Chad and Tyrone, you've made a lot of templates about these guys, so okay, you got it. But him, that is the one that women want. Now, a lot of y'all don't know what would be considered him. Well, allow me to explain. You guys smash that like button. When you are him, you just know, okay? And when you're him, women know. Now, sometimes when you're him, you're not what social media and what a certain demographic of men try to project onto you, right? So you might not be 6'4". You might not have blue eyes. You might not, what else? Be in finance. But when a woman sees you, she recognizes him instinctively. And what happens with a lot of women is like a cognitive dissonance. It's like they know what they've been told, programmed, and what they're supposed to want, but you don't meet whatever those requirements are, yet their soul, their being, their heart, you know, their energy, their femininity yearns for you over any of these guys that they think that they want with the measurements. You guys smash that like button. Now you're like, well, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Allow me to explain. Now, this only means that when she comes upon him, she naturally feels this urge upon her to want to be in her natural nature of femininity. She wants to submit. You know, she wants to cook him a sandwich. She wants to be in the kitchen barefoot. You know, sometimes they daydream about what your children will look like. You know what I'm saying? You guys smash that like button. When you're him, a woman sees her entire life with you flash before her eyes. And then she, oh, what's going on here? What's this? You're welcome. I'm him. Now, with Chad or Tyrone, him, you know, as being a him, you could be a Chad or Tyrone. But being him doesn't mean that you're always super fit. You guys smash that like button. It doesn't mean that you're always super tall. For the black men out there, I'm gonna need for y'all to stand up. You know, most of us are average height. You know, we're the indigenous people of this land. We didn't have a whole bunch of tall ones, and the tall ones we did have were our gladiators, and they would die in combat. You know what I'm saying? So we're mostly about 5'7" to 5'9". However, we get just as many women, you know what I'm saying, if not more, than any other demographic of men. And you're like, well, that's not true. How is that? Well, allow me to explain. When you're him, you don't have to be 6 foot, 6'2". You don't have to be rich. You don't have to have everything. You don't have to have all the designer. You don't have to speak the most eloquent. You don't have to have your social medias popping. You just have to exist. You are him. Women will find you. Guys, smash that like button. And again, some of these women who are used to being presented Chad and Tyrone's that she assumed were him, they cease to exist once she actually sees you and she's like, nope, that's him. That's him. And a lot of women do this, you guys. You guys smash that like button. A lot of women do this where they're confused. They're just like, wait a minute, I'm not supposed to like this guy based off of what social media and everything else has indoctrinated me to. But I feel this for him. And they just watch you and study you, and as they study you, they just fall more and more into this trance of obsession. Like, this guy's growing. He keeps growing. Just becomes a better person. Just starts looking better. But also they get to see the side of you where you don't take no mess. And see, women like that. I'm trying to tell you, women like a man with some depth. They like a man that gets things done. He's laid back. He's unbothered. However, he has another side to him that's just as intense, that he tries not to show other people. You know, and some people call it like reformed or retired crash out energy. It's not so much as that. It's just you knowing what you're capable of, and you do everything you can not let that side out. But some people need to see the beast. It's just what it is. You know, you guys smash that like button. So before my phone dies, I got 5%. I just wanted to give you that information that being him is different from being a Shadow Tyrone. Being him, you can be any shape or size, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Women will let you know that you're him. Well, David, how will they do that? Well, allow me to explain. They act differently around you. They can't control themselves. I was just in the local grocery store or a farming, and you know, getting in line, and this hot little honey, man, had been in her like 20s, couldn't keep her eyes off of me. The woman at the register was fiddling around. She was a senior citizen, so you know how they be doing. They be forgetting everything. And I guess the woman thought I was going to stand behind her while this woman, no, I walked off. I don't need you. I don't care what you look like. I'm him. You're a dime a dozen. You know what I'm saying? You're a dime a dozen. I know this woman thought somebody was going to sit behind her, and that's a very uncomfortable situation when you're him. I don't want you to assume that I'm watching you. I'm gonna go find something else to do until this old lady stops fiddling around. As soon as the old lady stopped fiddling around, some other guy walked behind her, staring at her, giving her the attention that she wanted anyway. You know, but she's still looking back, looking for me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I'm not watching you, okay? I have things to do. And when you're him, you don't have to chase down anything. Man, this woman behind me got in line and wouldn't shut up. That's why the lady in front was looking back. This lady just wouldn't stop talking to me, man. Another sign that you're him, right? I'm just standing there. Why are we having a fool? Who are you? How did this happen? You know, how did this happen? You know what I'm saying? They just start talking. That's how you know you're him. I'm sitting here wearing what I have on right now. And she just starts talking. I have a do-rag on. White women don't even care. When you're him, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They don't really care. So if you guys smash that like button, go ahead and subscribe. But let's see what we got going on here in the comment section. I don't know what you're talking about. See, when you're him, you get trolled by AI bots built by the algorithm, and also losers and probably dumb kids who are given phones way too soon, sitting in class trying to trigger you. Hey, dummy, go learn something. You know that you're the forgotten generation, right? We all know why you can't read. Put the phone down, dummy. You think that we don't know that y'all sit around and troll grown people while you're in school? Put the phone down, dummy. Smash the like button. Assignment, so I'm free for the rest of the day. You're gonna get tired of seeing me. Appreciate y'all.